Hello everyone, and welcome back to Warhammer 40k Space Marine. We have just gotten off that tram, and now we need to go kill some demons. There will be no real major orc fights for the rest of the game, as we killed the war boss, so now all the orcs are scared. It's the way orcs work is that they think the biggest and fightiest one of them all is the boss. And to be fair, War Boss Grimskull was pretty big and fighty. He was a badass. But, well, we killed him, so now all the orcs think we're a mega badass that can beat them up because we killed their war boss, despite the fact that if all the orcs on the planet decide to converge on us, Space Marines are good, but they're not that good. Eventually I'd run out of ammunition, if nothing else. Oh look!
Marines. This is Princeps Enoch aboard Titan Invictus.
This is Captain Titus. What is the status of the Titan?
My crew and I are aboard Invictus, but she's immobilized. You will need to activate our berth's backup generator to release the mooring clamps.
Understood.
Yeah, they give you plasma cannons, melta-guns, vengeance launchers, stalker bolter. Not plasma cannon, plasma gun. I keep mixing that up. I am a derp. Apologize. And even a thunder hammer and power axe here. No chainsword or las cannon though, and I'm going to keep my las cannon on general grounds that I really like the las cannon. He's a good weapon, seriously. Really just go, no, Saudi ranged combat is invaluable. But yeah, Princeps in this game basically translates into giant robot pilot. They hook into the giant robot, the Titan, and control it with their brain. That's also why the giant robot is humanoid. Because obviously a human trying to control a non-humanoid shape would get a bit manky. Yeah, you can see why the guard are actually a threat now. Yeah, we saw some warp bolters there. I believe they're officially called Kai guns. K-A-I. After one of their original makers, but I am not certain on this, and it may just be called bolters. At least in this game. Kai guns are actually a thing. I know that. A headshot with these will kill a Chaos Space Marine instantly, which is nice. And I'm going to hide back here and let my armor regenerate because, like I mentioned, las guns are a lot more dangerous than you'd think. Seriously, they're scary things in large numbers, and that was quite a few of them, plus Chaos Space Marine backup. 1, 2. Oh, looks like I already hit you once. You know what? I need health.
Feel the endless roar.
And execute you by punching you. That's interesting. It's just different animation. Oh, and in Fury you instantly execute. Just a nice touch. They don't tell you about that. Useful though, as you can see. Yeah, exclusively Chaos from now out. Bloodletters, Chaos Space Marines. Ah, and here's the symbol again. Now that I look at it closer, it's more closely aligned to the Adeptus Mechanicus symbol of a skull with a bunch of technology sprinting out of it, but I'd like to talk about this symbol. It also strongly resembles a god called Malal. Malal's thing is basically sawed all Chaos gods, yes, including himself. He's the Chaos god of anarchy, independence, and things like that. He tends not to have armies because, well, making an army out of independent people tends to just result in the army trying to stab each other and get higher ranking even more than normal Chaos forces, and that's saying something given that the main weakness of most Chaos assaults tends to be and then you kill the leader and everyone else default into infighting so they can get the favor of the gods. Now Malal just fields one guy at the right time with special blessings that basically are sawed all Chaos powers. Not sawed all Chaos powers that aren't mine, just sawed all Chaos powers. It's really quite effective. He even has what is theorized. Something interesting to note is that one of the missing Primarchs is the 11th one. One of the missing legions is the 11th Legion. And that Malal's sacred number is 11. This has resulted in quite a lot of speculation. With what are theorized to be the end times of Warhammer 40k fast approaching, some people are thinking that he may take a larger role in the Primarchs coming back. Now, if he will, I have absolutely no idea. But what I do know, he's cool. He actually has his own daemons. They're not very common. I can't put any pictures up on the screen, unfortunately, as I believe they're copyrighted. But if you go look up a series called RWBY, as in those letters, and look at the main monsters there with the Grim, you basically have an image of what Malal's daemons look like. Seriously, black, white, skull faces, that's basically Malal's daemons. It's kind of impressive, really. Anyway, less discussion, more, oh god, that's a heavy... This is a Devastator. Chaos Devastator. Not a friendly one, obviously. Actually, no, that's... I thought that was a Chaos Devastator, and it turns out it's just one of the Lost and the Damned. Never mind! This Let's Player is a dork. Then again, I'm playing a game on the internet for other people's amusement. Of course I'm a dork. Oh, if you heard that, they actually just made a reference to it, Lost and the Damned. They just shouted, the Damned and the Lost. Like one of them just did. I'm not sure if you heard that, as this game can be a bit noisy, but they most definitely did. There's a grenade. This is a pretty normal grenade, nothing fancy, which makes sense. These are still guardsmen. Corrupted guardsmen, but guardsmen. Ah, this is a chaos... I believe these are chaos sorcerers. Their job is quite simply summoning troops. They're basically orc weird boys in this case, only instead of being powered by the energies of the law, they're powered by chaos bullshit. Kill them fast. Otherwise they're going to summon a lot of troops. I punched you so hard you exploded into green blood! That's probably because you're being horribly mutated by chaos bullshit. Only they all do this, but hey. I'm just gonna start punching them on general principle. Why waste ammo after all? Also, my cat is rubbing up against my microphone right now, so if you hear any purr noises, you know what to blame. It's a certain four-legged fuzzy creature that is very friendly and affectionate. I love him to bits, don't get me wrong, but my cat can get a bit of a nuisance. Hello. Anyway, ammunition there, restocking. Looks like there's something over there. Hello! That's one of their las cannons! It lasted very, very briefly. Ah, you may have heard that they yelled Chaos Havoc. My allies did. That's because the heavy weapon troopers of Chaos are not called Devastators like Space Marine ones are. Even though they are Space Marines that have just been corrupted by Chaos. They're called Havocs because I guess that sounds cooler? I don't know. Missed a shot there, but whatever. Blowing that up just because I like making things explode. Ammo stock over here. I'm going to grab it because I fired a few las cannon shots there. You don't want to run low on las cannon ammo. Las cannon is, as I have demonstrated through this, one of my favorite weapons. Oh, by the way, a direct hit from a las cannon will basically shred 90+% of your armor. Multiplayer, a headshot with a las cannon is a one-hit kill, as it is on these guys. So, yeah, if you want to play multiplayer in this game, watch out for anyone with a las cannon. They'll have a slow rate of fire, and they'll be kind of clunky to move around, but they will shred your face off. I do wish I could show it off, but it would basically just be a gigantic lag fest, and I apologize for that. And now we have a lift. I remember that this game does have one lift battle in it somewhere, but my memory may be failing me here. I'm hoping it doesn't. This may just be another extended conversation with Leandros going, "You're chaos," and me going, "No, I'm not. I'm going to go tell the chaplain," which is a dedicated space marine for dealing with corruption and keeping morale up and all that. And Leandros being a donk. Yeah. Plasma gun's also useful for fighting chaos in this, because chaos units generally have very high armor. And plasma weaponry is really good at going, "Hello armor, goodbye armor, it is all melted in starfire."
All workers
Around,
in class 9
around.
and above must report for their shifts despite the emergency.
Ooh my, that's a lot of ammunition for various things. I only need one shot though. Ooh, it's chainsaw, power axe. There's something actually interesting here. Never mind. Melt-a-gun, sniper rifle, vengeance launcher, plasma gun. Nothing special. Here's your giant robot. It's a bit less blingy than it is in the tabletop models, but that's probably because they didn't want to model the sheer amount of bling a Titan normally has.
Ultramarines. If you can release our mooring clamps, we can bring devastation to the invaders.
Yeah, Titans are damn near impossible to kill.
Understood.
They're huge. They're the biggest things on the battlefield, bar none. There is very little that can stop a Titan outside of orbital bombardment and another Titan, and even then Titans can often shoot down ships in orbit. Are those friendly or enemies? I can't tell.
Renegades.
Oh, they're renegades. Thank you! Yeah, the plasma pistol is good for dealing with the renegades, because I believe it kills them in one shot. If you hit them, they also have a nice killing animation with it. They dissolve into blue goo. But needless to say, this is not actually accurate to what plasma would do. You just sort of evaporate, not turn to goo. Hello, cat, get out of my face! Again, I apologize for the behavior of my cat, but as any of you who are owned by a cat will know, the creatures are not exactly good at taking orders. Yes, hello. Readjusting microphone. And back to shooting guardsmen. And bloodletters! There's actually a Chaos enemy type we haven't seen yet. We've seen the Chaos Psyker, the Chaos Space Marines, the Bloodletters, Lost in the Damned, the Havocs, which are basically Space Marines that have different gear. Like how in the multiplayer there's the Devastator class that starts with a Heavy Bolter. And we've seen actually nothing else now I think about it. There is however more to Chaos than just that. Ow. Something stunned me there. Oh god, they hit like trucks. Yeah, you get good with the Lascan when fighting Chaos Space Marines because it's one of the few things that can one-shot kill them. The Bolter is also surprisingly good with cracking bolts, but I'm not using it on the grounds of, well, it's not as good as just going, pop, your head is now a gigantic warp zit or whatever the hell, and you're dead.
I will feed you to the dark gods myself, Ultramarine.
And this is why I mentioned that there's another enemy type. This is a Chaos Champion. This is a high-end multiplayer character with the Iron Halo that I believe is single-player exclusive, though I haven't played much of multiplayer, so it may be that there is an equivalent for that. He also has a War Maul, which is the Chaos equivalent of a Thunder Hammer. You can't engage them in melee, and they're surprisingly easy to kill there, but I'm going to shoot them to death on the general grounds of, well, it's easier to get in an execution. You have the same animations as Chaos Space Marine, it's just a much more blessed Chaos Space Marine, but they're much more durable from it, and they hit a lot harder.
You and Leandros get the doors to the Manufactorum open.
Understood, Captain.
At least Leandros isn't questioning orders again. Annoying prick. Open door over here. I believe there's either a secret in this room, or there is an ammunition stockpile. That's generally what a weird little open door is. Ah, this is what it looks like. This is a servo skull, and one that I actually managed to miss. So, let's listen to it, shall we?
I needed to test the warp device's capabilities. Running the Titan Manufactorum with it, or rather with the power source, provided a convenient opportunity. The tech priests are practically giddy with its success. But this is a trivial accomplishment. I am impatient to begin testing the warped device's psychic attributes. I'm just waiting for the live cargo to arrive.
Yeah, that was Drogon as he was a person and not as he was a horrible demon-possessed puppet. Still not very nice, but, you know, not a traitor. I'm considering using the function of just listening to all the audio logs. But, yeah. Also, you can see what audio logs you have missed in the level there. I've missed one, but, eh. As I have said, I'm not trying to find all the audio logs in this game, and I'd probably get grumpy if I did that. Because some of them are quite well hidden. Some of them are not, as you saw by me being able to just wander into a door and find one.
Belong to the machine god. You are a cog in the
And then my usual weapons are out here, but I have some ammo for my bolter and my las cannon. Is this the elevator fight I remember, or is my brain still fried?
Enoch, I have Inquisitor Drogon's power source with me. You must use it to supercharge your weaponry.
The power source? The rites involved in using it safely. Only the High Fabricator himself.
Unless we act now, an entire Chaos fleet will hang over your forge world.
Understood.
Rites are basically special prayers, installation procedures. But they can be skipped in events of emergency, like, you know, a giant honking chaos invasion. Ooh, I actually thought we didn't get any more upgrades. Let's see what this is. Run, 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 run.
Weapons authorization confirmed. Ultramarine chapter. The Emperor be with you, Space Marine.
Okay, the Storm Bolter. I've been waiting for this thing. It says double barrel bolt gun and it means it. It has twice the ammunition capacity and is literally two bolters stuck together. This results in it being quite lethal. I apologize for the phone call in the background. And normally, remember how I mentioned Terminator armor earlier? Yeah, this is what is normally used as a hand weapon for guys in Terminator armor, like that Chaos Lord, Nemiroth. For Space Marine normal armor, though, it's a two-handed weapon. Terminator armor is very big, very bulky, and very, very tough. However, the Storm Bolter is quite good.
Invictus powering up now.
My battle brothers will have the gates opened shortly. Maneuver Invictus close to the topmost gantries. I'm coming aboard.
Why do we need to open the gates? We have a giant robot. Seriously, giant robot. I swear, this game sometimes. Anyway, new toy. We've got a giant robot stomping around. And we've had some fun. And two new NE types, Chaos Psyker and Chaos Champion. If you have any questions, please do leave them in the comments below or on Space Battles for Sufficient Velocity. Goodbye for now, and hello, cat!